Greetings, welcome, and salutations. Today we're going to talk about how to take information out of a spreadsheet and make it a little more palatable in terms of looking at the data. I had a friend that at work that said, hey, I've got this document, this spreadsheet that's got all this data in it, and I just want to be able to see everything on one page. And if you were to take a look at all of this, it's just, there's a lot. Now, there's no way you can get all of this on one sheet whatsoever. But to take a look at all of the single line data is still not easy to do. What I thought of is let's go in and create a mail merge situation. Through the magic of television, I clicked on I went to Microsoft Word, created a document, and in that document I created a table here. And through the use of a mail merge, I'm going to try to attempt to take my data and put it in all of these fields here, and then have one large document to where I have several pages, one for each entry in my spreadsheet. What do I do now if I take a look at all of this data in the spreadsheet here when it doesn't look quite clean? Is I need to clean some of this up. So what I did is I deleted some of these empty lines, and on the level A's I changed that into a separate field, and I've got orange, green, blue, and red. In particularly, what I did first is I created a new spreadsheet, and I took this data, and also through the miracle of television, I've already got one prepared in a sample literary database, where the orange is all in one sheet, and I'm going to have each one of those tabs that you saw before on a separate sheet in its own document. And I can name it as such. In this case, I just named it sample literary database because I'm not going to do all four. But what I did on the level A is I made that its own category basically. And if you were to take a look at that, let's zoom in on it. What we're going to do is attempt to take all of this one line of information and put it in one document, and then do that for all 70 of these lessons. Going back into Microsoft Word then, I'm going to go into the Mailings tab up at the top. Let's go back. A couple things I needed to do. Backtrack here. In my spreadsheet, I need to make sure that this is a filter, or it's filtered anyway. I've got all these titles at the top, all of these headers at the top, and when I click on the Data tab, I click on Filter. Make sure that you save that afterwards, and you're ready to move on to the next step, again, the mail merge. So going back to Microsoft Word, I'm in the Mailings tab at the top here on the ribbon. I click on Start Mail Merge, and it says you can create one document and send it to multiple people. That's fine. We're going to do something a little bit differently. What I want to do is I want to create a letter, so to speak. Select recipients. I'm going to use an existing list, and they're not really recipients, but you're going to get the hint here in just a second. We're going to go into training, and we're going to go into Microsoft Office, and here's my sample literary database that I had saved. I'm going to click on Open, and it wants me to use the first sheet. Now, if I had all of those tabs on one sheet, I can choose different sheets, yes. I just like it cleaner this way, so that's why I chose what I chose, is to make it one separate document. Click OK. And then what I want to do is I'm not going to edit the recipient list. I'm going to skip over here to Insert Merge Field. And what I want to do is click on the level. I'm going to click on Level. Book genre. Click on genre. I think this is supposed to be lesson right here. I might have messed that up, but that's okay. I get a pass. Let's see. Theme ideas. Let's go to theme ideas. Language, literary, features. And you get the point. As I go through here, I'm going to match these fields up. Text structure. And it's going to just beautifully make a nice document at the end of this. Go to sentence complexity, words. And I know I'm getting into the 5-minute mark here for the video, so I apologize about the length. However, this is not your typical garden variety tutorial. We'll go into illustrations, book and print features, and then content. I gotta have content right there. Now if I want to preview the results, look at that. Oh, that looks great. That looks really, really good. And if I want to finish and merge when I'm done, if I want to see what the rest of these look like, I can scroll through right up here. Oh, that looks good. Now, if one of these looks like it doesn't fit, I might need to resize some of the font, perhaps. Which is fine. We can cross that bridge when we get to it. I can resize the... There we go. Let's go back. There we go. Because I don't believe any of our fields will take up any more space than that. So this looks good. I'm going to finish then merge this. Let's print document. Let's go ahead and do that. Print all records. I just want to create a document here. What do I want to do? Well, if we wanted to make this nice and clean, I can export this as a PDF file. That would be great. Microsoft Print to PDF, look at that. Click on that guy. Let's do all. It's going to create one PDF for me, and if I do whatever it was called, sample literary database minus the XLS, we'll put this in my office training folder, and all will be right with the world. When it gets done printing this, I'll probably maybe pause this, I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Let's go in. Go into my folders. There we go. You can't see that on your end, but as I'm opening this up, here I've got 72 pages of beautiful, sweet, well-categorized, nice and clean data. Oh, that looks so good. Tell you what, doesn't get any better than that, folks. Now, if the only thing that would look better is if I whatever thing I missed beforehand, level base. Scroll all the way down and make sure that we're getting to the level A. It doesn't have the lesson on there. That's the one thing I'd have to fix. But other than that, everything else looks really clean, and I like how this looks overall. As a teacher, if I had this in a document, I could easily look this up, and or print it if you wanted to. Not a big fan of printing, but I know some people just need that tactile deal as well. That's all for now. If you have any further questions, make sure you reach out to me. But thanks for watching, and have a great rest of the day.